AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
The algorithm alley-oop. Gilbert Arenas. He decides to show up to the clown show. Of course, you want to hate on the Knicks. He says that the Knicks playoff run is a fluke due to the fact that the Knicks will have to pay their players because they're playing too well.
The Knicks playoff run is a fluke. Facts or cap? Gil, you said facts already.
How Draymond is explaining that it's a problem. They're successful with the group it is, right? Now, what he's saying is because of the success, let's say they go to the Eastern Conference Finals, you have to pay them.
You got to pay.
Some people will be getting those bags.
Yeah, someone got to get the bag or the team moving forward. With all those players getting the bag, does it help them move forward? And he's saying it might jam them up. Right? Especially when you're a young team and you're successful, everyone has to get paid. And sometimes you might not be able to afford everyone.
Yeah.
Real quick before you go, Flea.
That's more digestible. That's more digestible.
Shout out to Taldino. He says the Knicks under contract for next season: Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, and Bojan Bogdanovic. Only need to sign Precious, iHeart, and OG. How do these people have jobs? Flea, floor is yours. That's more digestible.
The verbiage, how you talking about it, how the conversation is being had, that's more digestible. Okay, now I can sit back and think about that and do what Taldino just said, do my due diligence, research. Let me take a look at my roster, what the numbers look like, who needs money, who doesn't need money right now, and we go from there. So that Portland Trailblazers team that he was referring to, Allen Crabbe, Al-Farouq Aminu, all of those guys over there that did help Dame and CJ, start to ascend. Those guys was due money immediately. Like the situation is different. They were due money immediately. That summer, once that season was done, they were in a position to either walk or retain them. And at that time, you got to retain them. You have to. I don't see what other direction at that time Portland goes in. So I'm saying all of that to say this. I've been pretty adamant on I think we need to pay OG. I don't even think that we need to sleep on that. When you make that trade and you trade RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, you've already signed up for re-signing OG this summer. Who are the other guys on that list that we need to sign? Precious and who else?
And Hartenstein.
Precious and Hartenstein.
iHeart and OG.
My number on iHeart right now is like 3 years 45. Like that's my number right now. 3 years 45. If he's somebody might give him 50. But if he could take $15 million a year and be a fringe starter to backup type player, you see what he's done for us all season long. I don't see why. You see the potential in this team where we're in a game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals with an opportunity to clinch and go to the Eastern Conference finals. How many teams, Isaiah Hartenstein, can you fit in on? Like my man, big shout out to my man Simon, college teammate of mine. He always says, all money's not good money, right? You take money from these teams and we don't hear from you again. Jonathan Simmons. I don't know if y'all remember Jonathan Simmons. Had a great year with San Antonio Spurs. Orlando wound up paying him. We never heard from him again. Right? The list goes on about, you taking money. We might not never hear from Bruce Brown again. It just is what it is. Right? These guys get money. They get put in a position. And then, the same role that you play for Denver, the same role that you play, for the Knicks, Hartenstein, that role might change and you might get buried on the bench. And now you just a big dollar who's not getting playing time. So, I think we're in a pretty decent position. Pause.
Before you go AllBall, but real quick, because, I know I'm big on this, Flea. You're an educated individual. AllBall, you are an educated individual in my opinion. You guys are both educated. And
absolutely. What's up?
All you have to do is go to the damn dictionary, bro.
You know I did.
Fluke, an unlikely chance occurrence, especially a surprising piece of luck. You see the similarities here. It's by chance, coincidence, accident, a twist of fate, piece, stroke.
Pause.
No Diddy. I'm sorry, AllBall.
No problem.
Who does this guy think he is? Gilbert Arenas, again, is you following suit, Draymond Green? We know what you're doing. Gilbert Arenas continues to do this because he knows the Knicks are hot and he got to say something that's twisted. What is so chancy or lucky about Jalen Brunson at this point? About Leon Rose at this point? Carmelo Anthony was just on the internet saying, yo, remember Leon Rose was his agent 15 years ago.
Right.
Yo, I seen him talk about this 15 years ago, having to clear up the books for his business. And he saw this vision lay out for the next 10, 15 years.
Yep.
There's nothing lucky about this. Jalen Brunson is this guy's godson. That's luck. We just talked about it yesterday. Why is this a personal matchup with Halliburton? Because they didn't draft him, or they didn't have a chance to draft him. They went with this guy. And
we had a chance to draft him. We took Obi. We took Obi over Tyrese.
No. Leon Rose didn't have a chance to draft him. That was his draft.
Right.
So,
right.
But there's still in Knicks fandom, it's personal because hold on, we like this guy. This is our guy. We believe in him. Nobody thought he would be this good. No, but we've been saying it all year, the last 2 years. All you need is the right guys around him in the face of Becky Hammond. It's been 4 or 5 months already. Draymond Green is not watching games. You're just not. If you think this is luck and it's a fluke, I don't care if we don't re-sign everybody. That's independent from what's happening right now. What was happening with the Portland Trailblazers, the Atlanta Hawks? I didn't really see that. I didn't see this. I see Trae Young with some leadership skills and everything, but I didn't see this. This is 2 years. Bro, he's 1 game away from his second conference finals appearance. Not one. This is not his first.
2 different teams.
He's a game away from his second one.
2 different teams.
And making an impact doing it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And boy, same thing you keep regurgitating. High school, college. It's the same story with the same guy.
Winner.
At a certain point, when are we gonna say, all right, this ain't a fluke, bro? Little Mighty Mouse is not just some random. No, Isaiah Thomas did not lead 2 different franchises. No small person in the NBA, small guy, has ever led 2 different franchises. Like, come on now. And you want to double down, just confused, bro. I'll take it. Like I said, give me the alley. But because we can't sign anybody, that's the fluke? What are you talking about? So all these teams that weren't able to re-sign anybody for championship runs, that was a fluke run because the Lakers didn't want to re-sign Glenn Rice or whoever the hell it was. I think it's just silly, man. Like, again, and these are the guys that claim to be the smartest guys in the basketball room. And I can't talk to them about basketball. I can never talk to these guys about basketball. Flea, you crazy? Are these guys crazy?
They wouldn't even let you sit at the table, man.
I'm telling you.
They wouldn't even let us sit at the table, man.
Well, I'll throw an egg over there like that. Bow.
Yeah.
Well, what the Knicks, y'all got to remember what Brunson and what the Knicks is doing. We're disturbing everybody. Remember, man, sports media up until now, you could be lazy because all you have to do is talk about LeBron, KD, and Curry. The obvious. Just imagine, Flea, Fabian, you study all week for a test, and then when you get there, it's nothing about what you study. So all season, these guys are doing all 8 notes. KD in Phoenix, Kyrie and Luka, LeBron, AD, Lakers. And the Knicks
storylines.
Right. But then every time you go to take the test, you didn't prepare to talk about the Knicks. Because all you want to do is talk about the same things over and over again. The Knicks, we are changing the dynamic of basketball. And now, as reporters, as analysts, as social media, whatever we want to call everything we're doing, you now have to do your homework and watch the Knicks because they're the real deal. Bro, they're making you can't be lazy. What Brunson is doing is spectacular. And as long as he's not injured, you can't see that he's going to continue to do this. You telling me? Oh, go ahead, Flea. I'm sorry.
No. I was just going to say that I think this is extremely sustainable somebody mentioned to me the other day, like, well, what's the difference between this and Isaiah Thomas's 2 seasons in Boston? I said exactly that. It was 2 seasons in Boston. He got hurt, and he put his faith in that organization. This is a little different. He is lauded by the New York Knicks. I can't speak on Dolan, but everybody in that front office loves Jalen Brunson. Everybody. So I think this is very different. Easily sustainable. He's leading this ball club, right? Just continues to ascend as a basketball player, right? This kid just keeps growing in front of us. Last year, he was just below 25 a game, right? He's 28 a game this year. 28 a game. And, I feel like he could be more efficient, but that will happen over time.
Hold on, Flea. Just remember, 35 in the playoffs.
So now you always expect your best player to up it, right? Up it once postseason comes. And that's what this dude is doing, man. I don't know. I'm so ashamed at the fact that I did not hitch my wagon to y'all shit and get on the superstar thing long time ago. I'm so ashamed. This dude is putting the world on notice that you either gonna have to call me a superstar, or guess what? You just don't know basketball, baby.
No, we can't. You can't. You know why? Because remember, there's times like I sent you guys a video earlier from when we talked about Tyrese Halliburton earlier this season when it was Tyrese Halliburton versus Brunson, and we were saying the same thing. I was saying Halliburton's light in the ass. That's my guy. You said, yo, Brunson, I gotta take him 7 days out of 7 days out of the week. Mm-hmm. Like you're supposed to have your own challenge, your own way that you think about things, and it has to be organic or authentic. It just so happens that you doubted us, not even us. You just, he hasn't passed my test yet. Period. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That like I can argue with you all day about that, but why not? Well, we haven't seen the playoffs yet. Let me see it again.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
No problem.
Do it again.
Now we're here.
Do it again.
Right. What is Draymond talking about? What are they talking about? We're in the like this one game away from the conference finals, and remember our guys were hurt last year. Randle was hurt. And it's happening again. The fluke is really, what if our guys were healthy? Nobody has said that. Because all I hear about, you guys want sympathy because you guys are down. All right, so let's do the reverse. You telling me if OG, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson were healthy right now, them Celtics ain't scared to death?
With Boggs, no, don't forget Boggs.
To death.
And everybody would be scared.
I would be licking my chops to see them. If we were fully healthy,
and we saw it. We saw it mid-season. We said, wait a minute, this is crazy. Again, that high that we hit against the Miami Heat. And then when Julius Randle went crashing down, after the same game, OG has to go down. Like, so all they're doing is proving us right. They just think we're crazy lunatics, but they never say the reverse. If Randle was healthy, but if Randle was healthy, you guys, maybe I'll give you a chance. Like, nah, this is we're down everybody, and we're still about to beat another team in the playoff, another playoff team.
You know what's crazy? How can you watch someone be this good? Forget him playing for the Knicks. How could you watch a basketball player be this good on a consistent basis, and you still got to give him backhand, where it's always a but? That's the part I don't understand. Okay,
it's the colors he's wearing, OG.
Right.
It's the colors.
But hold on, Flea. Listen, the hate for the Knicks, I get it. I don't want to argue that. But it's nowhere in the world you can watch this young man do what he do, and you still don't believe. When it's in your face, pause, every other night. First, you're not going to beat Philly. Now you're not going to beat Indiana. It's like I don't get it. I don't get it. So, Flea, to answer your initial question earlier, this is what I hope happens with the Knicks. I hope the team gets together, and I hope everybody takes a pay cut and understands we have something special. Once again, I'm not saying take a big pay cut, but like you said, let's say OG is expected 40 a year. Take 37. Like, I don't know how that stuff works. I never wanted to know how it worked because I just want to be in love with the game. But there has to be a way for these guys.
There's the business side.
Right. I know. But
Yeah.
I'm saying it has to be a way to understand. Do y'all see what we have special here?
Right.
Let's continue it. Let's not let a couple $1 million mess this up. Because like I said, now if it's 20, 30 million different, then I get it. But if it's a difference of 45 million and 50 million, I'm gonna stay here. Bro, you're not gonna listen. This is something special. And big shout out to Kendrick Perkins. He said it. You're not gonna get this nowhere else. You're not gonna get this nowhere else. So I hope these guys understand this is bigger than money. And this is a home. This is a home. So, Flea, I hope we can keep everybody, which, with these situations, you probably can't. But I hope these guys understand, man, like the fans fell in love with these players.
Yeah.
And it'll hurt to see any of them go. But I understand the business part, but I just hope they really understand what basketball and what sports is to the city. Hopefully, man, they buy in and we be able to keep them.
That home statement that you just made a few seconds ago, it's important. That's super, super important, especially for role players, right? Because we have a lot of those, right? We don't have a roster full of, all NBA guys and all-star level guys, right? We got 2 bona fide all-stars, and we got some of the best role players in the league, some of the best. But finding a home, that's all I've heard mentioned about Josh Hart, right? Him finding a home. DiVincenzo kind of bounced around. Milwaukee, Golden State, both great organizations, both winning organizations. So he brings that to us. But I feel like he's found a home. He's going to want to be here, right? Precious has been infused. I got some confidence. Like Tibbs likes that kid. Forget, I got to play him. Tibbs likes that kid. So I just wanted to highlight what you were saying, right? That it is so important for a team like us, right? Who doesn't have a big 3 and doesn't have 3, 4, 5 guys making over $20 million a year, $30 million a year, right? We have a team that's built a culture. We have a team that has bought into what Tibbs is selling. And we got a team that, like you said yesterday, they lead us. I haven't felt the Knicks team lead us in a very, very long time where we want to follow their lead. Exactly. And it's because so many guys on this team have found home.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.